And we're live. Happy
Hello.
Happy Tuesday, Roselle.
Happy Tuesday.
It's our first Tuesday in a couple of weeks where we're not in competition with LeBron James. So,
Oh,
so hopefully we'll have plenty more listeners. What do you think about the game? Did you watch the game or?
it sucks. I do not. No, because you've seen that shot by Duncan, and he, like we were talking about, that he's been doing it for how many years now, and all of a sudden he just missed it, and
Uh,
he even had a chance to tip it down, and it still didn't go through. And that's, I think, is a very huge
uh-huh.
shot.
And if he would have made it, it would have been tied up 90-90, I believe.
Yes, 90-90.
And he actually missed the shot.
I'm hating.
I was actually rooting. You know, the irony of it is the whole series, I had no idea who I was rooting for.
Uh-huh.
And then game 7 came, and I was like, I think I'm rooting for the Spurs. The
Oh,
last
we
minute, I guess
lost.
I'm thinking I'm rooting for the Spurs. But I guess congratulations to LeBron. And you know the funny thing about it is that the LeBron James, I ain't worried about that. That's been my workout song all week. I've been listening to my iPod all week.
Oh,
But
God.
I forgot to introduce myself. Did I say I'm Fred Hawthorne? Did you say you're Roselle? Did we do that?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, who are you?
Roselle.
I'm Fred Hawthorne, and welcome to Dirty Truth Radio. And as you can see, we have a bit of a hangover from LeBron James winning the championship last week.
I know my friend from St. Louis, Sidier,
Uh-huh.
is happy because
Uh-huh.
he's such a big fan of Miami Heat.
Okay.
And I was hating.
Okay.
I was hating.
Okay.
And
Well, let's just move on. How about we just move on?
okay.
I have a shout out I want to give to. It's my niece slash cousin's birthday today, so I want to give a shout out to Brooklyn out there. She's with the family celebrating. They're having dinner at Cheesecake Factory, I believe, and they're having a great time over there. Obviously, I can't be in two places at one
Happy
time,
birthday,
so
Brooklyn.
on behalf of Roselle and I, and we just want to say happy birthday.
I want to give a shout out to my friend from Canada. She told me that every Tuesday she look forward now.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yes, I know. Hi, Joy.
Yeah, and we appreciate everyone else that's out there supporting us. We've gotten emails, and I've actually gotten a lot of texts throughout the show. People at wanting us to ask us questions, but you have a
Yes, I have a question, and this is way back from the Power of the Vagina.
okay,
This is from Rachel.
Rachel.
Yes, how can you get back the power of the vagina?
Ah,
Can you get it back?
can you get it back? That's a funny question because women, you have, I wouldn't say absolute power because there's two variables involved, but prior to you becoming intimate with the man, you have the majority of the power.
Uh-huh.
So when you do say it's time for me to have sex with this man, you relinquish the majority of your power. And since we're speaking in absolutes, let's just say all the power. You release all the power, and
All the power?
you've handed everything to the man. Now it becomes a game. If you're number one, it's not a game.
Uh-huh.
You guys are walking together to the top of the mountain.
Okay.
But if you're not an item, or as
Uh-huh.
back in the day people said an item, but if you're not number one, you're not the point guard of the team, it's going to be a challenge for you because we've conquered you. So now you're a secondary option. If you're number two, you're a secondary option.
Uh-huh.
Y-
So
you're-
it's really very important to know where you stand to be number one before you give up your gold mine.
Yeah, we talked about this before
Uh-huh.
we ended the last show about women having expectations and
Yes.
and telling the man your expectations as opposed to telling the man your expectations after you sleep with him. So
But some men,
Uh-huh.
I even heard it this morning, that expectations feels like an ultimatum. Maybe it was
it
said
does,
wrong.
but you know the great thing about men, we love expectations. 100% love expectations.
Uh-huh.
Like for example, I give the example, small example. I have a group of people that I work out with 3:30 in the morning,
Okay.
and it's all men,
early.
all men. They expect me to be there,
Uh-huh.
and I don't want to let them down, so I'm there.
Uh-huh.
Now, that's a small example, apples and oranges, but the same holds true for women because men are goal oriented. So So if you are the goal,
Yes.
we're going to abide by those rules to conquer our goal. You get what I'm saying? So
Yes.
when a man says that, you are probably not his main option.
Uh-huh.
So
Maybe it's the way I said it, those expectations.
yeah, it could be the way you said it, or it could be that the man is soft, flat out.
Here we
Just
come the moist again.
yeah, he's moist. He's moist.
He's
He's
moist.
basically soft. He's not as what
Oh.
we call today an alpha male or a man that can
Uh-huh.
typically take charge.
Yes, I'm looking for that alpha male.
Good luck. Good luck. They're an endangered species on this earth. I mean, we live in a hypersensitive society, so it's very challenging for men to be men because you're labeled as being sexist or tyrant or not PC. But to all my alpha males out there, I love you and continue to be alpha and continue to be alpha males. Lead your household, lead your basketball team, lead your football team, lead your CEO. Be the man that God ordained you to become. But
I was talking to a friend of mine, and he's dating a beautiful lady, according to him. And
Okay.
I told him just lead, show confidence. We love that,
Uh-huh.
And I think he's gonna do it.
he is.
And he is. He's a good man. So good for you.
Tell them the topic.
Oh, my goodness.
We haven't even talked about the topic.
Okay, the
Roselle.
topic is, what is your sleep number?
What is your sleep number? Go ahead. I love those Q words. Quality versus
Quality versus quantity.
quantity. All right.
Ratchet or wifey material?
Wifey material. Oh man, I think we stepped into some hot water because obviously there's a double standard in this.
Yes, there is. And why? Why is the double standards?
I believe. All right. If you have children, you
Bullcrap,
probably want
right.
to put them in the other room. But I believe there's a double standard because for men, it's a chore to get a woman.
A chore.
A chore. And for women, it's a choice.
Huh.
For example, you will never see, and more often than not, a man has to do something to have sex with the woman. He has to, in this society, atypical dinner, show, entertainment, potentially sex at the end of the day, right? Typically speaking.
Okay.
Some women going to say, oh, it's going to take 35 dates to take me out. No, yeah, right. So, but whereas for women can say, you know what? I feel like having sex today. You can either go through your phone or go to a local establishment, a bar, a mall, and say, you know what? I want to have sex with him. That's a choice because odds are he's going to typically, more often than not, say yes.
But is that even sanitary?
I'm not asking you, is it sanitary?
I'm saying it's like, I get you. A woman just have to say yes. You don't have to do extra effort.
No,
to,
no.
You're just gonna say yes.
And whether you're 300 pounds or whether you're 110 pounds or whether you're a Barbie doll, 110 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes, or almond eyes and jet black hair, however you want to describe your beauty, it is an absolute choice for women. And what makes it a choice, here's the great thing, what makes it a choice for a woman is that men brag about their accomplishments. Because you just had an aha moment?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. All right, Miss Oprah, go ahead.
Okay, no, because men brag about it, but women don't. Kind of like not saying anything about their numbers. So it is a double standards over there. Right then.
It is a double standard, but it's not truly a double standard because we have to work for it. We have to, whether it's through the art of communication or whether it's the bang of the buck. We have to work to have sex with the woman. It's not more often. Obviously, in some cases, it's just that easy, where you can say, "You want to have sex with me?" Not in these words, but okay, let's have sex, and it becomes a one night stand or it becomes rules of engagement where we're just sex partners and that's it. No more, no less. You give me orgasm, I give you orgasm. And you put on your clothes and leave, I put on my clothes and leave. End of story.
Is it easier now these days for men to have sex because of the females are doing it like a manly, like how men doing it?
I think it's easier for alpha males to get women.
For alpha males.
Yeah, it's by and large, I mean, 1,000% easy for alpha males. So I'm telling all you guys out there, at least pretend to be an alpha male, you know.
You cannot pretend to be an alpha
male. You can fake it for a couple hours.
We can smell fear.
No, you can pass a smell test for an hour or two. You can pretend to be get them fake business cards, put on the shirt,
good Lord.
put on the shirt, loosen up your tie, and walk into a bar at 6 p.m. happy hour. Some women will fall for the okie doke, 100%.
But I would think it's not a quality woman. What you're right. If the expectation is just to have sex, then he doesn't need a quality.
Quality women want to have sex too. I mean, they are human. Quality women have needs too. Quality women want to call out Jesus' name as well and have multiple orgasms and get their hair pulled and get smacked and slapped and, all this, but don't be misled by that. I think that a woman who knows her worth and is able to articulate her worth wins.
Yes.
So we have 1 minute left already.
No.
Time flies out there. But
I'm not.
We have one more question from an audience member, but
we have two actually.
We have two more questions. But
so when we get back.
When we get back. So feel free to call in. We have about 30 more seconds, but feel free to call in 855-969-7268 or hit me. I got a message on Facebook already. Hit me on Facebook if you have a question. Some of my friends, but I don't want to call in because you gonna know it's me, and I have all these relationship problems. But if you know it's me, you're gonna want to talk to me about that all the time, and I'm embarrassed, and I don't,
Just hit us on the Twitter too,
Yeah.
Dirty Truth Radio Show, and also on Instagram. So go ahead and ask us a question. What is your sleep number, and do you think there is really a double standard?
So when we get back, we're gonna delve more into what is your sleep number? How many people have you actually had sex with? And is that important? And is it quality over quantity? Or does a mixture of both make you the person you should become?
Yes.
And we'll be back.
We'll be back.
Girl, you know I love you. No matter. We are the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
Coming to you on the Rant Radio Network every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can call us at 855-69 The Three Guys.
It's not the Three Guys. This is why you should turn in, because one has Tourette's, the other one's illiterate.
You really should listen, then you never know what's going to happen.
855-69-3-GUYS, G-U-Y-S, and the number 3, not the.
Faces for radio, voices for the deaf.
Look forward to talking to you.
Hey, I'm audio candy. I don't know about you guys.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Laza with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
DM Narc Radio Show is now airing on the Rant Radio Network. You've heard the Three Guys Rant refer to us as the Clam Chowder Power Hour. Now we get to bring our New England humor over to Los Angeles. We'll be airing Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, and we'll cover everything from local to national politics and news. Guess what? We're uncensored too. I'm Dave. Join me and Nick Friday on the Rant Radio Network.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what will make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
We're the Brothers Bear Podcast Live, and I'm your host, Sanch, and I'm always joined by
Edgar, Carlos Madrano, and this is a show where we talk about comics, movies, TV, video games, stand-up, music, and many more geeky things. Catch us live on Rant Radio Network on Mondays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m.
That's another commercial in the back.
Hi, I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez.
And I'm Kelly V. Dolan.
And we are excited to announce our show Live with Aaron and Kelly is on Rant Radio Network. What do we talk about on our show, Kelly?
We talk about everything from entertainment to business and tech, and we have a few laughs in between.
That's right. Go check us out on rantradionetwork.com. That's rantradionetwork.com.
Check it out.
Am I on? Oh, and we're back.
We're back.
I was about to sing Lenny Williams, but I think I would have tuned everyone out. But just so you know, the topic for today's show is, what is your sleep number? Quality versus quantity. Ratchet versus wifey material. So go ahead. You want to ask an audience member name?
Yes, I have a question from Trent.
Trent.
Okay.
What's up, Trent?
Hi, Trent.
Not Trick. Trent, right?
Is it lust like love when a woman sleep with a man? And is loneliness a factor?
Repeat the question again.
Is it lust,
Okay.
like, or love when a woman sleep with a man? And is loneliness a factor?
Can I ask you that question before I answer it?
Well, first of all, women cannot really, because our brain is kind of like, it starts with right side, which is their emotional side. So we cannot really differentiate love separated from lust. Sex, no, we can't. Usually once, like we said last week, oxytocin, once we release that, we feel like it's a love hormone, that we feel so in love with the guy. So those women that's just sleeping around friends with benefits, I think deep inside they know that it's gonna screw them over, because they're going to end up falling in love with that guy. Next thing you know, they want to sleep with a guy often, thinking that they can convince the guy to have a relationship with them. So is it lust? Yes, of course it's lust. And then it's a borderline of liking how she feels, and eventually she's going to fall in love.
Yeah, it's funny how the longer the longer a woman spends in a man's company, the more their affection for the man grows.
Yes.
But for the man, it goes, in most cases, if you're a jump off or you're not wifey material, it has an apex. It doesn't go beyond a certain point. If a man deems you as a woman that's capable of sleeping with the entire basketball team, or a woman that doesn't have the audacity or the strength to say to a man, in addition to wanting sex from you, I want emotional intimacy, spiritual intimacy, and financial intimacy. If a woman lacks the strength to say that, it's no way on God's green earth. Well, I mean, if you're a soft-ass man, I mean, there are plenty of
the moist.
there are plenty of moist, soft-ass men out there, and I want all women to take advantage of all those soft, moist men out there, because they need to be taken advantage of and get their money taken care of and all that shit. But if you're a woman and you're afraid to voice these opinions and not terms and believe in them, I encourage all men to, manipulate her. It's her fault. It's her fault she didn't take the time to gain self-respect. Men are not in the business to build you up if you're not going to be his wife. We're in the business to tear you apart and extract all the sexual energy that we can extract from you. We don't want to build you up and make you the first CEO of.
But some of the men lies though. They lie just to get you in bed.
Oh, all the time.
Okay.
All the time.
So it's really like being smart here. We need to be smart.
No,
you have to have your A game too. That's where the consistency is coming from. I think if a man is not consistent, drop his ass.
If he's not consistent,
He's not consistent.
you know, consistency. Because a man, let me speak from personal experience. In my heyday,
Oh, wait.
in my heyday, I couldn't count how many women I was dating.
Okay.
And the funny thing about it, when I was in college, it was widely known that Fred Hawthorne only wants to have sex with you.
Widely known. So you're not like you're leading them on that.
No,
You want
no,
exclusivity.
No.
And,
It was the either it was a pseudo experience I was portraying, or it was the actual experience. Only the woman can answer that question. But if you ask me, I'm going to say, oh, I'm the best she's ever had. You get what I'm saying? So, but, and I'm not going to go off and say how many women it was. I personally don't know. But what I can say is, because I was confident in what I was doing and portraying,
okay.
and my behaviors were consistent. So I never once told a woman in college, for the most part, that I wanted to be your boyfriend. Fred Hawthorne, I don't think Fred Hawthorne had a girlfriend in college. I mean, a girlfriend that I truly love. I don't think prior to me meeting Andrea, I don't think it was a woman that I absolutely said I loved and went head over heels for. If there was,
just
maybe
to get laid.
I did whatever it took, because the great thing about what's great about women is they spill their beans at hello. Oh, 100%. Like, I tell most men, I can smell a woman before I even say hello.
He did that to me.
I can smell how lonely a woman are, how confident a woman is. Do she believe in herself? Like most middle-aged women, and I'm going off. Most middle-aged, they're going to start emailing me.
Yep.
Most middle-aged women, many middle-aged women are sexless and lonely. And I can smell it when I walk down Greenleaf.
Why is that? Is it because they're successful in their career and just set aside the needs?
Yeah, and I mentioned this in my book. So please go out and get the book. Everything that a lot of what I say is actually in my book. So you're either going to love it or hate it, but you'll have an opinion on
Both.
it. Why Did I Sleep with Them? So feel free
It's
to
a
go
great
pick it up
book.
on Amazon. But I think that it's a combination of wanting to in their careers. And see, it's ironic that you said because they're stuck in their career. No, fuck the bullshit. Remember, women drop their expectations the longer they're in a relationship with a man. So the longer you're in a relationship, the more complacent, the more comfortable you become. So when you said, oh, she's in her career. No, it's not about she's in her career. She's become comfortable. It goes from 5 times a week to 5 times a year. And you don't even see it. It's kind of like the frog syndrome. You know, when you cook a frog, you ever cooked a frog?
No.
I've never cooked a frog either,
No.
but Peter, close your ears on this. But when you cook a frog, you slowly raise the temperature.
Okay.
Little by little. So you go from 200 to 300 to 400 temperature. And because a frog adapts to the temperature of the water, he never feels the pain. And then he just dies and you eat it. So when the relationship starts at 200, oh, this is cool temperature. And then 3 years later, it's 250. Oh, now he's working overtime every day. Oh, I can get used to the extra money. He's working overtime. Temperature's at 300. Oh, now we have a second child now. Oh, now we got to get a bigger house. So now the temperature is 400. Now you got 2 kids, a bigger home, 2 cars, and now you're not getting no affection.
There's no sex.
There's no sex. And studies has proven that there are more sexless marriages after the age of 35.
35.
After the age
Holy
of 35.
cow.
I'm 35 now. So after the age of
I'm 21.
after the age of 35, you are more likely to have a sexless marriage than having sex marriage. So I think that when a woman becomes comfortable, a man allows the man to in addition, a man loses testosterone in the process.
Yes.
You know, he gains a little weight. You know, he loses his 6-pack.
Is it a fault of a wife or the husband when there's no sex in a marriage? I would think that the husband still wants to have sex because you know, like we studied in science that men love sex.
I would agree that men love sex, but if you're not attractive as a woman, I mean, if your belly is bigger than your titties,
That is so true because you know what? Men expect you not to change, even though you have like 3, 4, 5 kids. They want the same sexiness.
If you go ahead, I'm cutting you off.
Oh, no, we have a caller on line 1.
Okay, let's go to the call. I guess we have a call on line 1. Okay, let's take the call before we go off on another tangent.
Hello?
Caller?
Hello?
Hello.
Caller, I can hear you.
When you say quality,
Sure.
versus quantity,
Uh-huh.
when you say quality,
Turn your radio down. We can hear you. We can hear you in the background. Please. Go ahead.
do you put biblical principles with that, or is it just
Biblical?
or society?
Biblical principles. Go ahead.
I don't know if it is a biblical principles, but we're talking about the quality versus the quantity is for me, for women, when we sleep with a man, we want to make sure that for me, he's going to be a good father. He's going to be a good provider because just like we said, we are looking for the provider, the protector, the one who's going to be so proud of you. And of course, he's going to be good in bed. So are those qualities in that man before you sleep with them?
Okay, but where did you get those principles from?
I got them from just being an innate man and learning the course through women. And I hold those 3 P's to be true: provide, profess, and protect every woman. Now, quality is totally up to the 2 parties involved. Quantity, every man wants quantity, and we live in a society of religion, Christian, Judaism, Catholicism, but every man innately wants quantity. And there comes a point in every man's life where he meets quality, and he has a choice whether to go with the quality or go with the quantity. But I wouldn't, and whether that's a biblical, that's questionable, but I would say it's more of a spiritual conjoinment. I think spirituality plays a huge part in the quality. In the quantity, there's no spirituality involved.
No.
I think it's conquer when it comes to quantity. But in terms of quality, if you want to call it religion, or in my term, I call it a spiritual connection. So spirituality plays a part in the quality. In the quantity, I mean, you on the first class ticket to hell if you died in that moment. Did we answer your question? Anything else?
Yes, but when you say spiritual, but isn't satanic spiritual too, as well as when you say quality? I mean, because couldn't darkness be a form of quality for another individual versus
We're about to go off the air, so I'm going to answer that. I'm going to hang up, and I'll answer that when we come back. So we'll come back.
Okay, I'll listen for it.
And answer your question. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Girl, you know I love you. No matter.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what will make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
TheTicketSurgeon.com. Reach us at 855-WIN-4-199.
Did you get caught speeding, texting while driving, or doing anything else you weren't supposed to do?
Give us a call. Don't miss work. Don't lose out on the money. Don't get any more points. What about your insurance? Let us fight for you. TheTicketSurgeon.com at 855-WIN-4-199.
Welcome to the Monster Marketing Group, your one-stop shop for all your marketing needs. Anything you need to make that marketing and advertising campaign stand out, we're your people. Concepts, design, production, social media, anything that you can dream up, we're going to make happen for you. And we can do it in a very quick turnaround. Please give us a call at 888-49-MONSTER.
Elaborate on that question.
And we're back. That was the quickest break we've ever had.
I know.
This show was going by so fast.
And I was going through our bullet points, and it's like, oh my God, we still haven't talked about this.
I know. Let's spend 30 seconds on the spirituality, since we want to respect our calling it. Yes, there's some spirituality. There's some darkness and satanic type elements, and the quantity and the quality. But that's I can't go into every bedroom and ask everyone who they worship, whether they're worshiping Satan, whether they're worshiping God, or whether they're worshiping, the Black Jews. I don't know. But from on a personal level, since I believe in God, my quality and we're going to have a relationship with God. And since I have challenges with organized religion, I call it spirituality. So some people get caught up in the terms rather as opposed to the person's heart. Did you have anything you want to add to that?
No, it's just I think the way I understand her questions is, what would a man give up? Quantity over quality? Is it a spiritual calling? Is it all of a sudden you just woke up one day and said, you know what?
It is quality.
It's just something that a switch would just be turned on. One day they will just wake up and say, you know what? I want to give up this 100 women for this women.
100
women, you know.
What a tough decision.
Okay, so let's go to our next my bullet point.
Okay.
I heard that's once my shit, always my shit.
Okay. In terms of now we're talking about the quantity in the man. There's a song out there that I love. Once my shit, always my shit. And it's funny because I used to play this song and play this song, but it's true for a man.
Okay.
Every woman that a man sleep with, you go into a pile of dirty clothes. Every woman is like you go into a pile of dirty clothes, and it just piles up and piles up and piles up. And then when we go in our restroom and we see the dirty clothes and it's Friday night, we say, I think I want to wear that red shirt. So we go 714-555-1212. Lisa, hey, how you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. What you been up to? Oh, I've been hanging out. Oh, I've been trying to get a hold of you, but I called you and you fall for that shit. And we say, what are you doing this evening? And you're going to say, I got to go to my sister's event, but I think that'll be done at 7. You say, oh, perfect, because I wanted to go to the movies. The movie started at 9:15. And if you want, feel free to call me if you want to hang out, and or I'll text you around 7 o'clock, and maybe we can meet up at the movie theater, and we can hang out, go grab something to eat. And you say, okay, I'll text you. I'll call you. And guess what? 8:15, you get a call. You're like, hey, Lisa, where you at? You say, oh, I'm 30 minutes away. All right, let's meet there. Or you make it easy. You can come by my house. I come by your house. I can pick you up, and more than I'll just meet you there. And next thing you know, that red shirt turned into an overnight bag. So now, and then the next Friday, you say, I think I want to wear a blue shirt. Hey, Michelle, 555-1212. How you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. What you doing?
God. Same line.
How's Kyle? You know a little bit of background about. You know she has a son, and the last time you had sex with her was a year ago. So now he's 8. Oh, how's Michael doing? He's great. Oh, he's in the 3rd grade now. That's awesome. Everything is good. He's playing basketball now. Now you created a quick connection with it. Like you care. Oh, Mike is doing. Oh, that's awesome. He's doing great. He's playing basketball now. Oh, he just got the trophy. Oh, they just won a championship. That's great.
This is like the scariest shit I've ever.
You need a break, Michelle. I think you need a break. You're such a great mother, Michelle. I think you need a break. What are you doing? This is Thursday. What are you doing tomorrow night? Oh, I want. Mike is going to his father's on tomorrow. He's going with his father for the weekend. Oh, really? Oh, that's perfect. I had tickets for us. I had 2 tickets to go to the Laker game or the Clipper game or the Dodger game. Would you like to go? And mind you, a single mom probably hasn't been out in a while. So she falls for the okie doke. And guess what? Michelle, thanks for the blue shirt. You go back Saturday morning when we're done with it. You go back in the dirty clothes hamper. So it's the game. So once a man sleeps with a woman, oh shit. Oh, we believe we got you to the day we die.
Oh my goodness.
100%.
I don't want to agree with that.
Feel free.
I think women should open their options. What makes you think you're the only one she's doing with?
Well, I'm gonna speak from personal experience.
I would like to see your diary.
When I sleep with a woman, it's gonna be an experience, flat out, point blank. And I have 95 guys in a locker room that can validate my story. It's gonna be an experience, and it's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And and I tell people what increased my quantity. What increased my quantity was because at 18 and a half, 19, I told myself, I'm never going to drink. I'm never going to smoke. I'm going to get in shape, and I'm going to be the most as desirable as I can as a man. That's when I started working out feverishly. That's when I started working out every day, twice a day. And I mean, when I played football,
3 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning, going 3 a days in football. And I've had an 8-pack since I was 18 or 19 years old, and I've never lost it. So from that, I've gained confidence. You get what I'm saying? I've never been.
And women love confidence.
Yeah, and because of that work ethic, it's carried over into my old age, and I've never been over 5% body fat. I've always been in shape. But what I'm trying to get at is, when a woman slept with me, and I'm telling all you, it's had to be an experience. It's not no bullshit where I'm going to give you 10 minutes. I've never been a selfish lover. Even if she was a jump off, even when she was a jump off, I've always wanted her to have an experience that she could possibly never forget. I always wanted to be the apex of her experiences. I've always wanted
so she will come back.
More so come back, compare other men to me.
And women do compare.
Yeah, compare. Oh my God, Fred has been the best I've ever had, and I want to marry this man. Man, we got another call.
I know it's probably
I'm setting women off. Is this call or PG? Because we get ripping and running. We'll take the call.
Yes, we'll take the call. Hello,
caller.
Hello,
caller.
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
I want to know what does having not drinking and smoking have to do with getting women?
It puts me in a great position to get as many women as possible.
Well, I mean, I've been in the greatest position.
Oh no! In terms of women, it's a great experience. Oh, 100%. When I was single, I wanted the women to drink as much as possible. But because I want to be in control every moment and every step of the way, I chose not to drink. I chose not to smoke.
I'm just saying it's a lot of brothers out there who drink, smoke, do what they want, and still get a lot of women.
Go ahead. You want to say something?
No, because for me personally, I do not like the smell of smoke. So if a guy will come to me and start to smell like alcohol and cigarette, it's not gonna happen.
Well,
tell me your name, brother. Tell me your name.
Lewis.
Lewis, it's about, for us, for men, it's about longevity. All right? You want to do what you do at 25, 35, 45, 55, 65. And studies say if you drink, smoke, you won't be able.
37, partner. I'm still doing it.
You'll be on that blue. You're gonna be on that blue pill shortly, brother, and it's gonna be expensive. So what? So what I'm saying, I mean, I mean, you can use the blue. I'm not knocking the blue pill. One day I might need the blue pill, but right now I'm going strong. And the reason why I think I'm going strong is because I have great habits.
But what if I'm looking for girls that drink and smoke too?
That's up to you.
If she's a jump off, Lewis, she can do whatever the hell she want. I only need her for 3 hours. That's it, 3 hours, and I'm good, Lewis.
I don't think it matters anyway what she's doing if she's a jump off.
Yeah, if she's a jump off, Lewis, I mean.
But it is study says you're automatically a jump off because she drinks and smokes.
No, I'm not saying she's a jump off because she drinks. I'm saying if she's a jump off and she drinks and smokes, I don't care.
What's your preference? Do you want a woman that drinks or smoke or not? It's up to you. What we're saying is like study shows.
I want her to buy a drink and smoke.
You want what?
I want her to buy a drink and smoke, but she can participate if she wants.
Hey, Lewis. Hey, call it every week. We need your personality. But and I think I speak for the majority. If you control your habits, you will be in control the majority of your life. Because when we get 45 and 55.
Oh, I know.
You know, gravity and reality takes over. Remember, we're mortal, Lewis. We're mortal. We're going to die. You know, and whether you believe in God or, you know, you believe in reincarnation, it's totally up to you. You know, that's an independent variable. But I'm speaking for the masses. I would encourage you not to drink or smoke, but we live in a reality. Control what you do. You get what I'm saying? Control what you do. And Lewis, in the long term, maybe your numbers will be as high as mine one day. but until then, I wish you luck. Hey, I want you to seek and destroy. And when you find that one, love her to death. Give love everything.
Yes.
But until you
looking for no love out here, man, I'm just talking about numbers.
Well, get the numbers. Hey, I applaud you.
We have a caller in line too.
We have another call. Hey, Lewis, we appreciate the call.
Thank you, Lewis.
Bro. Appreciate you, brother. All right.
Bye.
Just push.
Hello?
Line 2. What's up?
Hey, Roselle.
Huh?
This is for Roselle.
Hi.
Roselle. Now, I heard Fred say that he had the blue shirt and the red shirt. Do women ever have, like the blue negligee and the red negligee or the blue panties or the red panties for the men?
Please feel free. Share, Roselle.
I don't think it's in a sexual kind of like situation. With me, I date multiple men because I would like to have my options open. It's kind of like may the best man wins. So if someone talked to me
on Friday night, do you have the blue shirt, blue panties, and the red panties? Answer the woman's question.
Yes, like on a Friday night, I will go out with another guy. On Saturday, someone asks me out, I will go out with him.
No, do you dictate the blue and the red panties? Do you dictate?
With me, no, I don't.
You don't dictate.
I don't dictate. I have the power to do that, but I am a woman's woman, so I do like when my man lead. So when they ask me out, and
we have 30 seconds. This show is on fire.
I know, and I'm not doing anything. I go out. I go out 3 times a week.
Really?
Yes.
Do you wear blue panties or red panties?
Black.
Oh, that was a good pickup.
Oh, my
We'll be back.
goodness.
We got 8 seconds. Man, I don't want this show to end. I wish we had another hour.
I know.
Come back for our last segment. We're going to try and wrap up this topic.
Thank you for calling.
Thanks for calling,
You're
guys.
welcome.
And I want to piss some more women off. That's what I want to do. We'll be back, guys.
Bye.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra modern, ultra clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
We're the Brothers Bear Podcast Live, and I'm your host, Sanch, and I'm always joined by
Edgar, Carlos Mandrano, and this is a show where we talk about comics, movies, TV, video games, stand-up, music, and many more geeky things. Catch us live on Rant Radio Network on Mondays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m.
That's another commercial in the back.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Laza with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
DM Narc Radio Show is now airing on the Rant Radio Network. You've heard the three guys rant refer to us as the Clam Chowder Power Hour. Now we get to bring our New England humor over to Los Angeles. We'll be airing Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, and we'll cover everything from local to national politics and news. Guess what? We're uncensored too. I'm Dave. Join me and Nick Friday on the Rant Radio Network.
And we're back for our last segment. We're having so much fun
I
today.
know.
Oh, man. Thanks for the callers. I want to
That
give a
was a good
shout out to
question.
one of our listeners, Jamie. She's actually a friend of mine. She's listening. She's busted up laughing at us. I think she's more laughing at you and getting knowledge from me.
Really?
Yeah, I think she's laughing at you. I think you're
Oh.
the joke on the show.
I want to say shout out to my friend Sivila. She just texted me. Oh, I get it. I get it now.
All right. I want to talk about quality versus quantity in women. Now, guys, here's the trick. You don't have to ask a woman what's her sleep number. She's going to give it off in her actions.
That's rude.
She's going to say, "Oh, I got a friend named Mike. I got a friend named Tyrone." And she may walk a certain way. She may know Miguel.
Uh-huh.
She may have to hook up at certain places. Just listen. Listen to her. She's going to give you certain things that's going to tell you how many men she's been with. And more importantly, the type of relationship she's had with men. If a woman, and James Hanna said this. This is a comedian, James Hanna. He says if a woman have been with more men than she have candles on her birthday cake, she's a hoe. I think that's the funny.
Is she really?
I think.
Or maybe she's just embracing her sexuality.
Hey, I'm not knocking. I'm not knocking it because in my heyday, I love ratchet women. I love women who had no expectations. I love women who had low self-esteem. I mean, I bowled every Friday night. I try to knock down as many pins as possible. So it's
And I think with the social media anyway, you cannot hide it.
No,
you can't. Oh my God. And the way she will act.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, the way she acts. Like, really, if she have that kind of like swag that, you know, a lot of men really knows her, you know, that's my girl.
Yeah.
You just, you know, kind of get your third eye or your sense
your
into
third
it.
eye.
But do not ask a woman. It's not a gentleman thing to do.
Yeah.
And if she tells you, probably she's lying.
Don't ask. She's when you become intimate with her, and you guys are having oral sex, she's gonna tell you how many men she's been on. You go, oh shit, hold, slow down, too fast. She's gonna too much teeth, not enough this, too much of that. She's gonna tell you. And the swiftness and positions, her hips moving, her swansea, the way she glides in bed, the way she maneuvers herself, the way she prepares for you to change positions. Women give a lot of clues when it comes to sexual experience. And I mean, forgive me for paying attention to all this when I was dating women, and I can say I learned from women as much as I gave was as much as I given. So it was a two-way street. But man,
so if she's leading in the bed, She's a very experienced.
Not many women lead in my bed. No, it's not going to happen.
Well, gives me to the next question.
Okay.
When a man says they want a lady on the street and a freak in the bed,
Uh-huh.
how can a woman? Okay,
Ludacris said that.
Ludacris says that.
Uh-huh.
So how can we do it without increasing our number?
I give a great example of that. Who are the most populous people in the world?
Most popular?
Most populous. Populous. Who has more people? There are more Asian people in this world than anyone.
Really?
Yes. Okay. Now, when you walk down the street, who is considered the most conservative, humble people in this society?
Would you say Asian too?
Asians.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So there's a great example of freak in the bed, woman in the streets. Like the atypical Asian woman.
Oh my
It's
Lord.
probably. I'm just saying, last generation, not this. I wouldn't say this generation so much, but the generation before us, the baby boomers, the Asian baby boomers now, at post World War II, they're pretty conservative socially.
Yes.
And when they're home, they probably love the shit out of their husband. They have they have big Asians typically.
It's
have
a cultural
big
thing.
families.
Uh-huh.
And statistics show because there's over 2 billion Asians in this world.
Uh-huh.
So, and they are the most populous people in this world, in our civilization. And they are the first people to write there. So there is a rubric for women to follow. And I'm not saying Asians are right, and I'm not saying it because Andrea's Asian. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, there's a rubric. You can learn from this. I mean, Oprah has great qualities. I'm pretty sure she's been with Stedman for 20 years.
20-something years.
So I'm pretty sure she's a freak in the bed. But when when the lights come on, she's probably as businesslike as any woman in society.
I like studying. I like taking workshop. I took workshop for dominatrix.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's
We're
not.
gonna have to find you a date. We're gonna have to set something up where we're gonna have a caller take you out, and you can either be the dominatrix or you can be the follower. Your choice. You guys do what you want on that date, but I think we might do that down.
Oh my
sometime down the line.
goodness.
Set you up on a date with a caller.
I have no problem looking for a date, but go ahead. You never know.
Yeah, you're right. So I encourage women, learn as much as you can, and whether it's through books, my book, Why Did I Sleep with Him? Go get it. Or whether it's actual sexual experience, whether it's with one partner or multiple partners. See, here's the trick, women. You can have sex with multiple partners, but don't give it away. Don't be that ratchet woman, that loud, obnoxious woman that's proud. Allow it to be an intimate experience when you're with a man. Yeah, allow it to be a mystery. Pretend you want to learn what makes him good. Ask him, what turns you on? Don't give away your experience. Don't walk into a bedroom, and this is going to make a lot of sense. Don't walk into the bedroom acting like you know what to do. Be the shy girl. Hey, you have dinner, and you guys have become intimate or about to become. You guys know when you're about. What turns you on? I want to attempt to make you feel good. What turns you on? Now, although you have prior experiences, he's thinking in his head, oh, damn. I might have got gold with this one. I might have. She's not as experienced as I thought she was. She's 30. How old are you, Roselle? 35?
35.
Yeah, she's 35.
They want to conquer. Let them conquer you.
Pretend.
Hunt you down.
Pretend.
Chase you down the living room.
Pretend you don't know how to get in doggy style. Pretend. Pretend you don't know how to arch your back. Pretend you don't know how to spread your legs out. Pretend you don't know how to give oral sex. Pretend. Play the game. Allow him to lead, and he's gonna say, "Oh, I taught her a gang of shit." Like how one of my boys said, she went from crayons to perfume.
Pretend.
So, yeah, pretend, and always know, and men always know this. And this is sad for the middle-aged women, but college graduates 22-year-old beautiful women every year. So if we don't think that we can. If we think that you have too much experience, and a trick for women, they say, oh, he's a midlife crisis. No. To the day we die, men will be attracted to 22-year-old beautiful women. I don't care if he's been married for 40 years or he's been married for one day. Men are attracted to young, beautiful women. Whether we go out and get them depends on the type of relationship we're in. But just like women will always be attracted to the 6-foot, 6-pack, perfectly proportioned man.
Yes.
It's that white guy now. The guy in White House Down with Jamie Foxx. What's his name?
Oh, Oh my gosh, I don't know. His
Well,
name.
somebody text me the
From
answer.
Magic Mike.
The stripper guy. He was a stripper guy.
Yes,
Magic Mike?
uh-huh.
Oh, him. Whoever he is. So, do that. But women, don't give your tricks away. Pretend you learned it by practicing with him.
It's the same thing with women. You know, if you're Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. Yeah, you got people working the board. They tell us it's Channing
So
Tatum.
it's the same thing with women. You know how we love our men confident? We want their confidence till they're like 70, 80 years old. We want to be manhandled even though we could hardly walk. It's the same thing with men. We
Yes.
just have to accept it that they will look, they will flirt. Flirt is healthy, by the way. Let them flirt as long as they're not going to act on it.
Absolutely.
Yes. I think women, if you are confident with your relationship and you're assured, you don't have to worry about it. He needs his testosterone fix. So I want my confident man, and therefore you just let him, be a...
People are blowing up your phone.
I know.
God, you got
That's-
fans everywhere. God, is it your Facebook? What the hell's
It's
going
like
on?
my friends are texting me.
Her phone is going zzz, zzz, so she got to hold it in her hand because it's making the table go crazy. But getting back to men, I'm only an expert on being a man. I'm not an expert on being a woman. Men, practice. You know, if
Women pretend.
you know, it was the funniest joke ever. You know, I'm going to share this quick story. We got like 3 minutes. When I was in college, you're not going to believe this. I went to Cal Baptist. It was a professor/coach. He told me, guys, get a bowl. This is the funniest story. Get a bowl, put some chocolate in the middle, and just use your tongue. And he said, and that will teach you how to give oral sex. It's the funniest joke ever. Mind you, I'm at Cal Baptist.
And there will be someone getting a bowl.
Yeah.
putting the chocolate in.
And I took it to heart. No, I'm being 100. I took it to heart. So Fred the fool got a bowl, put some chocolate in the middle, and I worked my tongue till that motherfucker got tired. I'm being completely honest. That's how important I thought pleasing a woman was. I'm being candidly honest with you. You know, and I 100% believe if a woman's orgasm is a sexual experience. I mean, is a sexual experience, is a spiritual experience for a woman. And I wanted to pierce every time I slept with a woman in my past. I wanted her to have a spiritual experience. And I can remember this may sound absurd, but it's true. I went to Whittier College. I lived in Stauffer Hall, which is the freshman dorm.
You'll be good. People are gonna be googling you.
Oh, I don't care because it's true. I would invite a girl to my room. This is a true story. I would invite a girl to my room, leave my window open, so people can hear the experience. They wouldn't know who the woman was, but I wanted them. It was advertisement for me. This is how smart I am. It was advertisement. They didn't know who the woman was, but they knew Fred was doing some work, like Kobe doing work. Fred Hawthorne was doing work, and my bed was by the window.
So other women in the
My
building.
roommate Steve can confirm this.
Steve call.
I had a bed by the window.
Okay.
And I knew it gets quiet around 11 o'clock, right?
Okay.
You know, my roommate Steve is downstairs playing ping pong, tennis, and I'm upstairs doing work, and you can hear echoes. Whatever the woman sound, whether it was Jesus Christ or whether it was, it didn't matter. But I knew that was advertisement for me. And I swear before God, between the guys in the locker room saying that Fred Hawthorne was blessed and the echoing of the women in my room, it worked. And it was no secret. I got it done, you know, and because it was a craft for me. It was a skill that I wanted to perfect.
That's why you have confidence, because you practice, you perfected your skills.
So
And
to
it's
speak. It's
and
always a learning curve.
Yes.
Yeah.
So women love confidence. It goes back. You need to able to be confident. You don't. Women do not want the shaky.
We got 1 minute left of this show.
Oh my
So
gosh.
what I want people to take from this show, guys, go get the bowl, put chocolate in the middle, and work your tongue till that motherfucker gets completely tired. And 2, value your experience with women. Practice. You know, and when you're 17 and 18, when I was in high school, we had the R. Kelly CD, and we said we're not going to stop until the R. Kelly CD went off, and that was your template for how long and how great you were. But when in actuality, it's the actual experience, not the song where I'm going to last 30 minutes and that's good sex. No, you want to have great sex, and how you have great sex is with every experience you have with a woman, extract from that, and then look at it from 50,000 feet. How can my experience next time be greater? How can oral sex be greater? How can the intimacy be greater? How can the actual sex be greater? You get what I'm saying? So,
yes.
So it has to be. We got 15 seconds. Go ahead. Say, where do people need to? Gosh.
Oh my gosh. No, our next topic is the art of seduction.
The art of seduction.
And we have a guest, Miss Sasha Lee. She's one of the best pole dancers out there. Okay. She won number 3 in PPC. So I'm telling you, the next episode is kind of the continuation of this. And so, also we have Dirty Truth radio show in Twitter and Facebook.
Facebook. So feel free to contact us on Facebook, Twitter, Dirty Truth Radio Show. Call in, hit me on my website, fredhawthorne.com. And we look forward to seeing you next week. And in the meantime, go get my book, Why Did I Sleep With Him, on Amazon. And you can learn more. And we'll see you
Bye. Be discreet. Pretend.
Don't give all the answers to the test.